Right. So welcome back to another session of the Relaxing Fertility Yoga sponsored by the Fertility Partnership. So my name is Julie, and as always, just welcome to the session. And also, as always, please listen to your body and just whatever you're feeling as well. It's not just the physical experience, but also the emotional, the mental. So if you're feeling a bit run down or overwhelmed, just really allow yourself to move through that during the practice. It's not about pushing things away, but actually dropping into the breath, dropping into the body, kind of letting things almost start to wash off of you as you bring it all down. I was saying before we started recording that this is the last live session that we're going to do of 2022. We will come back to the live sessions in January. I think it's the week starting January 9th that we'll come back to live sessions. Otherwise, there's some pre-recorded sessions that will be available on YouTube. And so for our last live session of the year, we're going to have some cozy Christmas jazz, thanks to Spotify. And as always, please just make yourself comfortable. Use any props that you have that you might want to use. So you can use blankets, bolsters, blocks, straps, pillows, cushions, just anything that really serves you. So to begin, we'll start with the centering and breathing. You can either sit or lie down. It's really your call. It's really up to you. If you're doing this session, obviously, like we are live on a Thursday evening, you might have been at work all day and you might just need to give your back and your hips a little bit of a break, in which case it can be quite nice to come down onto your back and to bend your knees and place either bending the knees. This helps to relax the lower back, or you can place a bolster under or a pillow underneath your legs, or you can just let your legs go straight out. So just whatever feels right to you is what is right. You could also sit up nice and tall, or you could sit up onto a bolster. Just again, whatever feels good to you. And just to say, as always, I do have my dogs and cat that live with me, so sometimes they might make an occasional appearance or noise. Try to just always let it be vibration, so not good, not bad, but just part of being alive here and now. So all right, I'm going to put the music on, which does mean that the other background noise is less suppressed. So let's take a few rolls of the shoulders. Inhale, roll them up. Exhale, roll them down and back. Do that a couple more times, whether you're sitting or lying down. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, back. Let's take one more. And then relax your hands, either facing up for receiving energy, down for grounding energy. Close your eyes if they're not yet closed. And take a few deep inhales through the nose with exhales, sighing or blowing the air out of the mouth. And just do this a few times. Inhaling calm, exhaling, releasing anything that needs releasing right now. Once you've sighed out a few times, just let your natural breath take over again. And just notice what your breath can tell you in this moment about how you're feeling. Try to avoid judging anything that you find. Simply just acknowledge things exactly as they are. And take the awareness and bring it to your face. And start to soften through the brow. Relax down along the corners of the eyes and the corners of the mouth. Loosen the jaw. Take that same awareness, bring it down to your hands, relaxing through the hands and the fingers. Relax down through your feet, into your toes. And just notice anywhere that you might currently be feeling stressed, whether it's physical or mental or otherwise. And just check in, just notice where your intuition guides you. And see if you can just start to relax these spaces simply through this awareness, simply through this noticing, being with whatever is. And then let's bring the awareness back to the breath. And we'll just start to deepen the breath. Inhale through the nose, take the breath down into the belly. so that the belly rises with the inhale. Exhale out the nose and feel the belly roll back towards the spine. So we inhale, deep diaphragmatic breath. Exhale out the nose, release. And then deepen the breath further. Inhale through the nose, fill up. Belly, ribs, chest. Expanding all the way up through the inhale. Exhale out nose, chest, ribs, and belly contract. So we're just coming into our Dirga breath, which is one of the most basic forms of pranayama or yogic breathing. So start by just staying with this deep rhythmic breath. Inhaling, filling up slowly, expanding the lungs. Exhaling out the nose, gently contracting through the lungs. Again, just start with a couple of these deep breaths. And then if you can, come into an ujjayi or an ocean wave sounding breath by constricting in the back of your throat and your epiglottis as you breathe. So to create that breath, it's a bit like inhaling and exhaling the word home through the nose. Or another way to think about it is if you were to fog and unfog a mirror. So if you were to fog a mirror, you'd hold that, say a handheld mirror, you'd hold it out in front of your mouth, and you would, and then if you were going to reverse that fog, but it's a bit tricky to do that with the mouth open, especially in the reversal. And the idea is that you're doing that same type of constriction at the back of the throat as if you were fogging and unfogging a mirror, but breathing through the nose. So you can try it. You can, and I'll just bring the microphone a little bit closer. Hopefully it's not going to be too loud, but so it's like this ocean wave sound. And we do it nice and slow. If you've had a sore throat recently or a cold, you might want to give that one a miss tonight because sometimes it can tickle the throat a little too much. And if it just doesn't feel right to you or you don't really feel like practicing that right now, you can just stay with that basic Dirga breath. There's some little joyful Christmas music on in the background. Can you breathe with a sense of joy, or even there's a slight playfulness in this track? Can you breathe into that playfulness and that joy? Just take a few more breaths here, and if you naturally smile, let yourself smile. Let it be part of your practice. 2 more breaths here. Start to mentally ready yourself for movement, and just in your own time and in your own way, start to draw some movement back into your body. So just let yourself stretch, yawn, sigh, roll around. Almost like when you wake up in your bed in the morning and you just start to stretch things out. Excuse me. Give yourself the same permission now. Okay. And then from here, take the next minute or so to just gradually bring yourself up to standing, but really just take your time coming up. There's never any rush. It's just gradually coming up and taking your time, stretching out along the way. Maybe like me, you've got some tea or something to help keep you warm and cozy. So please feel free to keep taking sips of your tea. So traditionally, from a yogic perspective or from an Ayurvedic perspective, they really strict yoga backgrounds will say not to drink water and things during a yoga practice because it can dampen the inner fire. But of course, there are different beliefs in these traditions. They come from India, which is a much warmer climate as well. So definitely allow yourself to have some warm tea at any point, or a warm drink, especially if you're feeling a little chilly in your house right now. Okay, even during the practice. Okay. All right. So we're bringing the feet to a hip distance stance, and then we're going to bend the knees and inhale, lift the arms up, and exhale. And again, inhale. And one more. And then inhale, lift all the way up. Super simple. Let's interlace the fingers, turn up through the palms, take a big stretch up. Oh, excuse me, I keep yawning. Then release. Turn your knuckles back up. Take your left hand down to your waist. Press your left hand in and up under your ribs. Inhale, lift that right arm up to the sky. Exhale, take it across. Inhale, take it all the way back up through center. And exhale, we're going to drop the right hand down, pressing it up under the ribs. Inhale, left arm lifts. And exhale, we take it across. Inhale, lift all the way back up through center. And then let's exhale, draw the hands together out in front. So we're just bringing the palms together out in front of us. And we're going to inhale, and we're going to open the arms wide and just open the chest up to the sky. Take a big inhale here. Oh, exhale, draw it all back together. Make a neutral spine, just standing up tall. And then inhale, take a diagonal, arching through the back. And exhale. Hands back together. The other way. And inhale, dive wide. Exhale. Take a diagonal again. Inhale. Exhale. And one more. Oops, sorry guys. And then let's inhale, open the arms wide. And exhale, start to fold forward. You can soften through the knees as you fold forward. Hang the head, hang the arms. Give your head a few shakes, yes. And a few shakes, no. And just do that a few times. Now, forgive me if I don't do everything with you guys, as I think as most of you know, I'm nearly 26 weeks pregnant, so some things they don't feel right anymore, and that's one of them. But keep yourself just letting everything hinge forward. And then let's inhale. Take the fingertips up to the shins and come into a flat back with straight legs. Okay, so you're just going to straighten out through the spine and roll the shoulders back, straighten out through the legs. Take an inhale here. And exhale, bend your knees, curl into a little ball. Let's do that again. Inhale, fingertips to the shins, flat back, straight legs. And exhale. Roll it down. One more. And then from here, bend your knees. Slowly roll your body all the way up. Relax the shoulders back. Now, we're going to do another forward fold there. So at the beginning, before we started recording, at the beginning of the class, we talked about trying to do a few things that would just help relax and calm things down. And a forward fold, where we're hinging forward from the hips, is actually quite physiologically relaxing. If you're struggling with low blood pressure or lightheadedness, obviously you might not want to do a full fold at the moment, or for any other reason. But for most people, a forward fold is a physiologically relaxing pose. In fact, it sounds really odd, but it's the kind of thing that you can kind of take yourself off to the side to do when you're feeling a little stressed out. Maybe you don't want to do it in front of people. They might be like, why are you upside down? But it's a nice thing that you can do. So what we're going to do here is we're going to give you a little trick that's also going to help to stretch the backs of the legs a little more. So I'm just going to step towards the camera. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring the hands so that the index and middle fingers are kind of coming on that hip crease, and then the thumbs coming around the back there. Okay, and then from here it's going to be like we're tipping, like you're tipping a bowl forward. Okay, so we're going to stand up nice and tall here. Take an inhale. And then exhale, start to hinge forward, and as you hinge forward, gently press your fingers into that nice soft tissue there. And then just keep folding, 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 folding. And then hang all the way down when you can't go any further, and release your hands before your fingers get trapped there. And we just hang the head, hang the arms. And hopefully you might find that this is a slightly deeper variation on that fold that you just did. And if you'd like, have a little rock, a little sway here, so you can just sway your hips side to side. And again, really let your whole upper body be nice and heavy, just hinged forward, head nice and heavy there. And you can just sway your hips, and your shoulders will just kind of follow back and forth as you take Uttanasana, that forward fold. Rocking is also a really lovely, or swaying, sorry, is another really lovely way of just physiologically offering the body some extra comfort. Okay, and then let's bring it back to center. And again, bend your knees and slowly start to stack up through the spine. Once you come all the way up, take a moment just to sigh out. And again, just kind of thinking through some different exercises that, especially as the holidays are approaching, because of course the holidays, they really manifest in different ways for different people. They can be really stressful, they can be really lonely, they can be really overwhelming. They can also of course be great and have all of those other qualities to them as well. So I want to just give you a few different things that you might be able to take with you into these coming weeks. So as silly as it might feel, what I'd like you to do right now is start shaking your fingers in your hands. And we're just going to progressively add in more. So we're going to start to shake. I know it looks weird, I know. We're going to add in the shoulders and the elbows, and we're just going to shake. And then we can start to add in the feet. We can bounce a little bit. So we're just starting to shake everything up. You can jump a little bit. And you can sigh out. You can start to take one, careful obviously, be mindful of your balance and things, but you can take one leg up and you can shake it out, and you can shake out the other leg, and you can shake things out through your hips and through your chest. And just really give this about 5-10 more seconds. Just shake, 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 shake. Let everything. And you can make it the little motorboat with your lips. A few more seconds. I know it feels really silly, but it's a really great way of just getting out some excess energy. Also moving the energy around the body. So let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just take a moment to sigh it out. Okay. And we'll do a few poses here, but we're just going to keep things nice and slow. And in fact, we talked a little bit about the vagus nerve exercise at the beginning. Let's do something a little different at the end actually today. Let's do a progressive relaxation technique. So yes. So to start, or to just move into some poses, and again, we'll try to keep it as gentle as we can. We're going to step up towards the front of the practice space, and just whatever that looks like for you. So whether you're using a yoga mat or not, it doesn't matter. Okay. I don't know why I don't just always, I say this every week, why don't I just move the plant at the start of the class? Oh well, Old habits die hard. Okay, so I'll be a little headless for a moment. So we're going to be up at the front of the practice space, again, whether that's a mat or just anything, whatever your room is like. And let's take it in now, lift the arms up to the sky. And exhale, swan dive, hinge forward from your hips. Take your hands down towards the ground, bend your knees. Take a big step back with your left foot. So then your right knee and ankle are in line, and we're finding a lunge. And if you have blocks, you can be up on the blocks here. Belly and chest on the inside of that right leg. We're going to take an inhale. And then exhale. Flatten your left hand out, swing your right arm up to the sky. And just follow that with your gaze. Take an inhale here. Oh, and exhale. Bring your right hand down to the floor. Slide your right foot back. And we're just gonna walk out for a brief moment into a plank and then take it right on back into a downward facing dog. So we're going to roll the shoulders back, squeeze under the armpits, and we take Pucci for a walk. So we just bend one knee and then the other. Whew. You can really let the hip drop in. And just keep that going for a few moments. So downward dog is another physiological, or it's another pose with physiological benefits. There's some belief that it's also hormonally beneficial, a downward dog. So again, yoga itself is a full practice. It's not just poses. It's not just like, here's a nut, here's a bolt, you know, here's a cog, whatever. It's the whole thing. But yeah, so we'll just press back now into our full expression of down dog. So you're going to roll your shoulders back, squeeze under your armpits, heels either onto or towards the floor. Oh. And then let's take an inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky. And then exhale, bend your right leg, point your right toes towards the left. So you're just getting that nice hip opener while you're here. Giving that hip a little extra love. And then inhale, right leg swings up. And exhale, we're going to take the right toes back down. And we do a simple swap. We're taking the left leg up. Exhale, bend the left knee, point the left toes to the right. Inhale, left leg up. And then as you exhale, I want you to float your left foot forward or help it forward and find a lunge. So we're back to where we started, but this time on the other side. So left knee in line with the ankle, we're up on the fingertips. We take an inhale here. And then exhale. Take your right hand down, swing your left arm up to the sky. Oh. Exhale. Bring your left hand down to the inside of that foot. Try to slide your left foot back again, momentarily find a plank, but then you're actually just going to take your knees down and roll it back into a child's pose. So your child's pose can either be with knees wide or legs in. Either is okay. So just whatever feels more comfortable for you. You're going to take your forehead down, relax your arms. Just let yourself sigh out there. Sometimes it feels really nice just to rock and sway in a child's pose to let the forehead roll along the floor. Okay, take another breath here. And slowly start to roll yourself all the way up towards a seated position. Okay, then from this seated position, we're just going to lean to one side, swing the legs out in front of us, and just start to give the legs a little shimmy shake again. Just for a moment, and let me just quickly tip that down a little bit. Put the plant back. All right, and then from here, just let everything relax. If you struggle to sit up here, so if you feel like you're being drawn back, and that can be because of the hips or because of the lower back, just sit up onto something. So you can sit up onto a pillow or a folded blanket or a folded yoga mat, something. Okay, and then we're going to be very gentle, but we're going to make some fists. And I just want you to start to pummel around your feet a little bit. And then start to pummel up your legs. Okay, and then around your kidneys. And careful around the tummy for those of you who might be pregnant or are pregnant. And then up into, oh no, up into the chest, unless you've had a cold recently, in which case that seems to be triggering. But definitely down and along the armpits. This is a really important spot. So this is a nice aid for your lymphatic system, just to do this type of little pummeling, especially because there's a lot of lymph nodes around this area. And we go down the arms. And again, make sure you get both sides around the armpit there. And then when you get up to your throat, your neck, and your face, rather than hit yourself in the face, let's take the fingertips and work around the neck, the head, and the face. And we'll even do some specific things here too. Okay, so now I'm just gonna get a little closer to the screen. You can stay as you are. So what we're going to do is just do a little bit further on the tapping. So I just want you to tap the top of your head. So just kind of at the center there, where there would be a center part. And then you can bring one hand down and just tap your third eye point. And then you can bring the other hand back up and you can just tap along the upper eyebrow, that ridge. And then under, almost like, I don't know, this always makes me think of like my grandmother dabbing on makeup. I don't know why. You can take that tapping down. And then bring it to your philtrum, again using just one hand. Your philtrum is that space between your nose and your upper lip. And then just above the chin. And then down the jaw. And then as strange as this is going to sound, and in fact, there's a great video on YouTube by a woman called Suki Baxter. I highly recommend checking her out. She's a physio, I think. But she does a lot of focus on relaxation techniques, and she does things for the vagus nerve. She has great videos on the vagus nerve. But our ears, they're actually places where we can we can store stress. Again, like the face, like the fingers, the hands, we don't really think about it. We don't really notice it so much. I mean, we might notice lines or something on our face, but in fact, what I'd like you to do, as weird as it's gonna sound, is just to stretch. Just take one hand and stretch out your ear. We'll do one at a time. You can just kind of play a little bit, just stretching out the top and taking it out to the side, and you can give it even a little wiggle. And down on the earlobe, and again, you can give it a little wiggle. And then you can even just take a moment and do like a little fingertip massage, not on the inside of the eardrum, but on that little ridge above, where above the big hole, basically. Where you just kind of roll your finger along there. So we're not really supposed to use Q-tips to clean out the ears. In fact, it can be quite dangerous. If you're in shock right now, do your research and reading on this. But a lot of people do it because there's actually like a pleasure in that, and there's a physiological reason for that. And again, our ears, they have all these points in them that we can just give our ears a little love, give them a little blood flow. And then that's, again, another way that we can help to bring things down. So let's do the other side. So we'll just start with a little stretching. And again, Suki Baxter, she's on YouTube. She's got some really great content on this stuff. And again, you can do just that little kind of ridge massage. And then go ahead and gently release your hands down. Okay. And then from here, start to, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want you to do here. Start to take an inhale, lift your arms up, or sorry, your legs might still be out in front of you. Go ahead and cross your legs. And then just take a big inhale, lift your arms up. And exhale, just bow down towards the earth in front of you. And roll the hands back up into the heart. Inhale, lift. And exhale, bow. Take one more. Okay. And then slowly start to roll yourself all the way up. And then keep coming all the way back. So you're just going to come down onto your back. And if you want, you could put a pillow underneath your head, a blanket over your body. You could put a bolster under your legs. We're going to do just a brief progressive relaxation. So just make yourself comfortable on your back, and if you can, try to extend your legs all the way out. Okay, and just relax your shoulders. And once you come down, just close your eyes. And sigh out a few times. And from here, just let your natural breath take over. Take the awareness all the way down to your feet and down to your toes. And then I'd like you to tighten everything up. So you're just clenching your feet. Maybe you're pulling your toes in and you're making them as tight as you can into your feet. So we're just tightening, 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 tightening. And we're going to inhale and tighten. And then exhale, and let everything relax. And let's do that again with the feet. So you're going to take an inhale, and you're going to tighten up the toes, tighten up the feet. And then exhale. And then start to take that awareness further up the legs. And if you can, just think about tightening from your toes up through the legs and just whatever that might look like. So maybe it's not even that you're going to tighten, maybe you're not going to curl your toes, but you're going to flex your feet. So you can tighten those calf muscles, and you can tighten as much as you can. You can squeeze your thighs together, and you kind of push your feet together, and you're making it all really, really tight, tight, tight. And we're going to take an inhale, tighten it all as much as you can, as much as you can, as much as you can, and exhale. Let it all relax. Let's do it again. So again, flex the feet, squeeze the thighs, squeeze your glutes if you can. Just make everything really, really tight. Big inhale. And exhale. And we're going to keep working our way up the body here together. But you might want to even add a visualization to this. Maybe you just feel all that stress that's in your body accumulating, or maybe it's not even in your body, maybe it's in your mind and your energy. And you feel it accumulating in these tight, tight, tight moments, and then just feel it dissipate. Just imagine it going right on out every time you take that exhale, every time you loosen things up. Okay, so do the best you can to tighten up through your tummy. So that might mean sucking in a little bit, or really, if you know how to work your core, just making your core really tight. And you can kind of squeeze your shoulders back so you're feeling it also into your back. And you're going to take an inhale here. And again, everything tight, 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 tight. All that stress, all that tension, and then and it just goes. Let's do it again. Same spot. Tighten through your tummy, through your back, through your chest if you can. And then let's take it to our hands and our fingers. Easy one. Make a fist. Make tight, tight fists. Big, big inhale. Imagine all the things that you want to punch. Oh, it's all in there. All that stress. And let it go. Do it again. Everything upsetting you, everything bothering you, just all in there. Inhale. And let it go. And then we can do the same thing with the arms that we did with the legs. That might mean that you're gonna kind of flex your hands, if that makes sense. You're gonna make stop signs with your hands. You're gonna make your arms really, really tight. Take an inhale. Let it go. Once more. With the arms, inhale. Tight, 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 tight. Shoulders involved, everything tight, 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 tight. We release. And then lastly, taking the awareness up to the face. Just scrunch up your face. Make it all tight and scrunchy. Take an inhale. Let it all release. One more on the face. And then from here, tighten anything and everything that you can right now. So that might mean fists and feet, and just making the whole, and the face, making the whole body as tight as you can. Just big inhale. Let it all out. And then just let your eyelids go softly heavy over the eyes. Let your body melt down. And just feel your body connecting to the ground. And just remind yourself that the earth is always here, supporting us, holding us, nourishing us. And remember that you can connect to the ground, to the earth in so many ways, particularly in stressful moments. Connecting just by taking deep breaths. Connecting by stepping outside and feeling the cold air. Maybe taking your dog for a walk if you have a dog, or just taking yourself for a walk, but without headphones, without technology. I mean, keep your phone with you for safety, but just really allowing yourself to be present to the earth, to your breath, to your feet as they move. And just take a moment to send some gratitude from your heart to this earth. And then draw some movement back into your fingers and back into your toes. Then gently roll to one side. And then bring yourself all the way back up to seated. And once you come back up to seated, just take your hands into prayer in front of the heart. And gently bow, honoring your body, your light, your practice on this earth. And thank you guys so much for coming to this slightly more festive session. Stop the recording now.